Hi everyone, welcome back to Btech360 where we discuss the top engineering universities, colleges and institutes across India and also universities that provides you technical degrees. Now in today's video, we are specially focusing on the southern part of India. So all the students who are looking for an engineering university at top college in the southern part of the India, this video is for you. In today's video, we are specifically focusing on Anurag University, which is one of the best universities in the southern part of India, especially for your engineering programs. So we would be discussing everything A to Z about this particular university. So if you are planning to take admission in Anurag University or are hearing about it for the first time, then this would be a complete guide video for you. Now before moving ahead, make sure you like the video and subscribe the channel so that more such videos come to your feed. Now let's start with a general overview of this university. Now talking about Anurag University, it is located in Hyderabad, which is further in Telangana. This was established in the year 2002. It is a private university. If we talk about the campus size, then it is spread across more than 150 acres. In the NIRF ranking, this university is present in the 101-150th range. Now, if we talk about the total students, then the total count here is 7,883. Now, out of these, 48.72% are male students and the rest 51.28% are female students. So, this is the gender-wise categorization. Now, if we divide students according to their demographic region, then there are 55.45% of students who are from outside state. That is majority students, 55.45% are the students who are coming from outside Telangana. It can be any other state except Telangana. Now what about the students who are from Telangana? So those students make up 42.35% of the total students. Now in addition to this, there is a small minority, 2.21% of students who are from outside India. So students who are settled abroad, they have also come here and studied here. If we talk about the faculty, then 535 faculty is available in total. So this is a general overview of Anurag University, which is located in Hyderabad. Now let's start discussing about the important things, which are, for example, the placements. Let's start with the placements. Now if we talk about the placements, here is a overall report of the placement. Now here we have the overall data. For example, the recruiters, more than 200 recruiters have visited the university. If we talk about specifically the 2026 batch, then in that batch more than 2,200 placements have taken place. Since 21, more than 10,000 placements have taken place. The industry had signed more than 160 MOUs. The placement rate is recorded as 97%. The highest salary is 53 LPA and the average salary is 6.5 LPA. Now, in addition to this, the top recruiter of the year is Microsoft. We'll talk later about that also. And the training hours delivered are 4380. Which essentially means that the students who study in Anurag University have combined 4380 training hours. So that is also a very good number. So these were the overall highlights. Now let's specifically focus on the top companies that have come to the placements. Now the top recruiter of the year, that was Microsoft, right? Now for them, the highest salary that they had offered for the students was 53 LPA. Other top recruiters include ServiceNow with the highest salary package of 32 LPA, Myntra 30 LPA and Goldman Sachs with a 30 LPA package. Now in addition to that, we also have different companies with their average packages. So for example, the Accenture has offered average package ranging between 4 to 6.4 LPA for different branches. Then Capgemini, it ranges between 4 to 7.5 LPA. Cognizant 4 LPA and LTI Mindtree, which is the LTM group, they have a average CTC offered for 4 LPA. So these are the placement highlights for the latest branch. Now in addition to this, we have certain other numbers of the number of selections that have happened across different companies. So the top companies, we have their names. In Accenture, for example, 246 students were placed. Then in LTM 309, Capgemini 239, Infosys 159, Cognizant 126 and TCS 105. So these are quite huge numbers and this tells us how good the placements are, how good the numbers are. Now let's move ahead and discuss, if you have finalized that yes, you want to take admission in Anurag University, then what are the different programs that are present here. Okay, now in the programs, in the UG courses, let's first focus on the Btech degrees or the engineering degrees that are present as the UG programs here. Now in that we have different branches here, for example, artificial intelligence and machine learning, data science, cyber security, information technology, civil engineering, MEC, EC, EEE, CSE and CSE with global accreditation. Then we have also the tuition fee for all these different programs. Now it ranges from 1.5 lakh rupees to 3.25 lakh rupees just as a tuition fee. So depending upon the branch that you choose, the fee also varies. So these are the major Btech programs that are present. Now in addition to that, there are other UG programs also. For example, there is B Pharma, PharmD, BBA, and then there are MTech programs also with different branches, and then ASU, which is the global certification program. Now in addition to this, there are MBA programs also, like you can see there are MPharm, then MBA, MCA, BSc Allied Sciences, Agriculture, Nursing, etc. So these are the different major programs that are offered across Anurag University. So if you decide upon this university, then these are the different programs that you can choose from. Now let's move ahead and discuss about how do you enter this university. Let's say you have fixed a program that yes, I want to enter this program, then how do you get admission into that? So let's discuss about the application process. So the admission process is quite simple. First, we have to take a entrance examination, then followed by that there will be an interview depending upon your course. Certain courses have interviews, certain others don't. Then at the end you have the admission process. Now this entrance examination, what exactly is the entrance examination? Now fortunately here there are different national level and state level entrance examination scores that are accepted. For example, scores from AP, EAPCET, TS EAPCET, JEE Main, etc. So if you have given the national level entrance examination, which is JEE Main, if not, then you must have given the state entrance examination, which is AP, EAPCET and TS EAPCET. So in these cases you can definitely use those scores. But let's say you do not have a good score in them or you have not given them, then you can give the in-house entrance examination of Anurag University, which is Anurag CET. So you can use a score from any of these examinations to apply for Anurag University. And other than the score, there are also other eligibility criteria. For example, your age or the subject combination that you took in class 12th or the minimum marks criteria. Now all of these, they do not differ for this university. They are just the same as the UGC guidelines. So you can check these either on the UGC website or on the Anurag University's website. So the guideline remains the same. You just have to use a score from these entrance examinations. Now after that, after you have finalized that this is the examination that you want to use the score for, fill out the application form on the admission portal. Go to the official website of Anurag University and fill out the application form. Upload all the required documents, pay the fee and then submit the application form. Now this fee part, we'll be coming back to that in the next slide. For now, you just need to know that you need to fill the application form, you need to upload your documents, pay the fee and then you'll have to submit the form. Depending upon the program, candidates may be invited for counseling or a personal interview. As I said, all the programs do not have an interview, but you need to check whether the program for which you are applying has an interview or not. If it has, then you'll have to attend the interview after you fill out the application form. And then at last, receive the admission letter, complete the formalities and confirm your enrollment. So after you are done with the interview or the counseling part, you will confirm your admission, you will receive the admission offer and then you will have to confirm. So that concludes the whole admission process for Anurag University. Now let's come back to the fee part. Now in the fee part, let's discuss how much you exactly will have to pay for the fee. Now here, depending upon the course that you are choosing, the fee differs. For example, the application fee of all the UG and the PG programs, except your MBA program, that is 500 rupees. For the MBA program, the fee is 1200 rupees. For PhD programs, it is 3000. And you have to remember that the mode of application is online or offline. So there is flexibility. You can fill the form online or you can go to the university and fill the form. Now on the government quota, 70% seats are filled through TS EAPCET counseling as per the state government rules. Now this university is located in Hyderabad. Hyderabad comes under Telangana. Hyderabad is in Telangana, and in Telangana you need to give the TS EAPCET score, which is the state level entrance examination. Now if you have a score from the TS EAPCET, then you are eligible for the government quota, and in that case 70% seats are there reserved for you. And for all the other students, there is management quota or the university quota. So the rest 30% seats are filled directly by the Anurag University. If you have already given TS EAPCET, you have a valid score, then you can apply for the government quota. You will have much more flexibility, much more seats reserved for you. But in case you haven't or you weren't able to, then you don't have to worry. You can also go through the management or the university quota. So this was a seat matrix in Anurag University. Now let's also discuss, since we have discussed the seat matrix, we have said that there is a 70% reservation for TS EAPCET students. Let's also discuss the cutoff, the maximum closing rank that you need to have to enter this university. Now here, these are the different Btech branches. So we are specifically discussing about Btech. These are the different branches. Now here you can say that we have written OU and unreserved. What exactly is that? Now most of the students who belong to Telangana or to Andhra Pradesh, they already know what this is. But in case you are belonging to the minority who doesn't know about this, now here what happens is there are certain regions under Osmania University. So if you are a student who belong to that region, then you are considered a local candidate, and your cutoff is this cutoff written here, OU. And for all the other students, basically students who do not belong to the regions of Osmania University, all of you come under unreserved category. So this is a clear distinction that is there, and depending on that, the cutoff varies. Now other than that, there are different cutoffs for EWS, OBC, Open, SC and ST category, like all the other state counseling processes. Now these are the different cutoffs. Now for the local candidates, for example, in Btech Artificial Intelligence, the open category rank is 11,811. Then for civil engineering, it is 52,802. Now mind you, these are the highest closing ranks. Now this means, for example, if a student had, let's say, less than a rank of 11,811. If he or she had a lesser rank than 11,811 and they are a local candidate and applied for Btech Artificial Intelligence, then definitely they got a seat in Anurag University. But what's the maximum rank at which they got the seat? So the maximum rank is the rank that is mentioned here. So these are all the maximum rank. What you need to do is you need to take your TS EAPCET score, and that your rank needs to be lower than the rank that is mentioned here. If your TS EAPCET rank is lower than the rank that is mentioned here in your specific category, then you can definitely take admission in Anurag University. Now let's move ahead. For example, now we have for civil engineering, the highest closing rank was 52,802. Then Btech CSE, computer science engineering, it was 11,593. For EEE, it was 30,879. Then for ECE, it was 18,658. For IT, it was 16,615. And for mechanical engineering, it was 48,242. So these were the highest closing rank for the local candidates in the open category. Now similarly, let's discuss the same for the unreserved category candidates also. The candidates who do not belong to the Osmania University region. Now for them, in civil engineering, it was 33,927. For Btech CSE, it was 5,093. Then for ECE, it was 16,204. Then for IT, it was 12,512. And for mechanical engineering, it was 28,872. Now, since majority of the students belong to the open category, we have discussed the open category ranks in detail. But let's say if you belong to the EWS, OBC or SC or ST category, what you can do is you can take a screenshot of this particular slide and then you can refer to that in your free time. Now, since there are a lot of numbers, it would take a lot of time to cover that in the video. So that's why we are skipping that for now. But you can definitely take a screenshot of this particular slide. Now let's move ahead. Now that you have an idea of what exactly should be your rank, now let's also discuss about the Anurag CET exam details. So here we have the exam details. Now the eligibility is, it is open to students who meet the eligibility criteria of EAPCET. That is both the TS EAPCET as well as the AP EAPCET. If you are eligible for any of these exams, then you are also eligible for Anurag CET exam. The syllabus is the same as the state entrance examination. Exam mode conducted offline at Anurag University campus. You need to visit the campus. It is conducted there. The duration is 90 minutes, which is 1.5 hours. There are total 80 MCQ questions. 40 of them belong to the math section. Then we have 20 questions from physics and 20 questions from chemistry. There is no negative marking, and you need to at least have 20 marks, which is basically 25% of the whole in order to qualify. So if you have a minimum of 20 marks, then you are qualified to attend the counseling. So these were the details of the university specific entrance examination, which is Anurag CET. Now let's also discuss about the different scholarships. Now in case you are not able to afford the whole fee, for example, it was 3.25 lakhs as tuition fee for certain branches, right? Let's say if you do not belong to such a financially comfortable environment, then in that case, scholarships are definitely something that you should focus on. So here there are different scholarships. So there are Anurag CET merit scholarships. So all the students who give the Anurag CET exam, the rank 1 to 15 students. So students up to the rank of 15, they'll get 100% tuition fee waiver. That is, not have to pay the tuition fee. Obviously, there would be other fee that you'll have to pay, for example, your mess fee or your hostel fee, etc. The tuition fee, you will not have to pay that. Then the rankers between 16 to 39, up to the rank of 39, 50% tuition fee is waived off, and from 31 to 100, 25% tuition fee is waived off. So if you have given the national level entrance examination, which is the JEE, or the state level entrance examination, then in that case the rankers are eligible for scholarships based on your ranking from 10 to 100% of the total tuition fee. Then special student benefit, the first 500 admitted students with greater than or equals to 75% in class 12 will receive laptops. So the first 500 students who take admission in Anurag University, given that your score is more than 75% in class 12, you will also get free laptops. So these were the details regarding the scholarships. Now let's also discuss the criteria to continue your scholarship. Let's say if you already have let's say if you got the scholarship, what is the criteria to continue that scholarship in your second, third, and then your fourth year? So the academic performance, you need to maintain a minimum CGPA of 8. There should be no active backlogs, that is you cannot fail in any subject. Attendance, you have to maintain a minimum of 75% attendance, and also you will have to follow the disciplinary rules. For example, no ragging, misconduct, or disciplinary violations against you should be there. So that was all the information regarding Anurag University. Now, in case you have more questions about this particular university, you can definitely mention them in the comment section, and we'll make sure that we are replying to them as soon as possible. Make sure you're liking the video and also subscribing to the channel. And thank you so much for watching so far.